Morning campers, I'm just about to set off to head into the office, but I wanted to have a chat with you quickly about a conversation I had with a client the other day. This client has a very small business, like 4 employees, and they've had somebody who's gone off sick and they've been signed off for a month, and they'll probably be off sick for longer than a month, I would imagine. And this client said to me, well, what do I do? I can't afford to pay this person sick pay and then pay somebody else to come in and work and cover their work while they're off. I can't afford that. I said, well, unfortunately, it's kind of tough tits. We can't just go sacking people the second they get signed off sick. That isn't fair. That isn't right. It's not ethically okay. And I'm pretty sure that's not how you want to run your business. What we need to do is follow a proper process. But that takes a good 6 months for a long-term sickness process. And the client was, obviously not happy about that and not happy about that being a solution. I said, but that is what it is, unfortunately. We have to prepare as businesses for these eventualities. We have to prepare for if the building burns down, if there is another global pandemic, and we certainly have to prepare for sickness absence. It is one of the most common reasons that people contact us. It's one of the most common cases that small businesses, any business actually, but particularly small businesses suffer with. It's one of the most disruptive and costly things that an employer can go through is an employee absence, particularly a long-term one. But that's why we have to have things in place. So you have to make sure that you have savings for a rainy day so that if somebody goes off sick and you need to pay someone to cover that work, you can. You need to make sure you've got things like income protection policies in place. Now, this is an additional, you don't actually have to have this in place, but I would recommend speaking to a financial advisor or your accountant about putting in policies which enable you to claim back some of the cost of paying sick pay to people. Lots of different things you can do with your business to make sure that you are not in a position that my poor client was in, where you've got no staff to come and do the work, no money to pay someone else to do the work that's there, so you're having to turn away clients. We don't want anybody to be in that position. But unfortunately, we can't change employment law to suit your business because you haven't prepared. So just, if you do nothing else with HR in your business this month, get together a bit of a disaster recovery plan, get together an action plan of what you would do if somebody went off sick. Make sure you look into the cost of SSP, the costs of covering them, how likely it is that you could get somebody in to cover them, how quickly you could get someone in to cover them, and make sure you're actually prepared for this eventuality because it will happen at some point.